Mesa saw a 33% drop in available homes for sale as buyer activity picks up. My name is Scott Wynn. I'm with the Wynn and Egan team at Neo Home Loans, sharing with you the Southeast Valley of Phoenix, Arizona market updates every single month. And today I am covering Mesa, Arizona. Let me share with you the big picture and then we'll dive into each metric individually. Currently, the Mesa housing market is balanced. Now, each metric gives us a general idea of kind of where things are at. I rate them on a scale of 3 different things, either hot, balanced, or cool. So let's look at each metric. Months of inventory is what I mentioned in the opening of this video. We saw a 33% drop in available homes for sale with currently 2.2 months of inventory. We'll dive into that here in just a moment. Currently, we are experiencing about 69 days on market before a home is sold. That's a bit of a balanced market, maybe a little bit on the cool side, with 531 sales last month. That's a little bit on the cool side for Mesa. Median sales price is $390,000 with a sold to list ratio of 97.9%. We'll talk a little bit about what that means and how you can utilize that information to benefit you as a potential home buyer. Seller paid closing costs. 53% of sellers in the month of February provided seller paid closing costs with a median amount of $9,900. How do you capitalize on that? How do you utilize that as a buyer to benefit you in the best possible way? Again, we'll talk more about that. Mortgage rates over the last month are up 0.5%, but got some good news on where I think those are headed here in the future. So let's dive in here. Months of inventory. Currently, Mesa is at 2.2 months of inventory, a significant drop down 1.1 months from last month. We're seeing that come back down quite a bit. That really indicates that we are in a hot market, considering a balanced market is somewhere between 4 to 6 months. We only got to that balanced market here a few months ago, but we're significantly lower than that at this particular point. So things are definitely heating up there. Days on market are currently sitting at 68.9, down 5 days from last month. So again, just like we're seeing the drop in inventory, we're seeing a drop in the days on market. I'm going to expect that that's going to continue here ongoing into the future. Now, all of these real estate statistics and data is provided by Kristi Kenney with K2 Homes ProSmart Realty. My role is a mortgage professional, but I like to stay in tune with what's going on in the market, how to provide the best mortgage solution to capitalize on what's going on in the market. So we'll talk about that here as we go through these data points. Sales per month, as expected, are increasing. That's kind of what we start to see at this point in the year. Things start heating up for the spring buying season. So up 113 sales from last month, currently sitting at 531 sales for the month of February. Median sales price has also kind of leveled out a little bit. As you can see, we dropped from the peak, but we're currently sitting at $390,000, same as last month. So I'm expecting that as buyer demand heats up, as the homes on the market are lower, we're going to start seeing home prices kind of bump back up here a little bit. So we'll have to see what happens there. Now, as far as sold to list ratio, currently sitting at 97.9%. What this means is that when a seller lists their home, they ultimately are selling it for about 98% of what they list it for. This gives us an indication of how willing sellers are to negotiate. Now, this has increased a little bit from last month, up 0.3%. So maybe as sales pick up, they're not going to be as willing to negotiate, but they're still giving quite a bit of concessions. 2% of the sales price, almost $8,000 in a reduced sales price in comparison to what they listed it at. So that definitely gives us an indication that we're in a balanced market, but definitely on the cooler side, and sellers are willing to negotiate. And nothing says that even more than this, which is 53% of sellers that sold their home in the month of February gave a seller closing cost concession. And the median amount was $9,900, a pretty significant amount of money that can be used to benefit you financially. Now, that's down just a little bit from previous month, but not by much. Now, as far as that is an indication of the market, definitely indicates that we're on the cooler side. But as we start seeing with all these other metrics, they're kind of leveling out or starting to increase. And so I can fully expect that this number is going to start going up. We're going to see sellers willing to negotiate less. We're going to see less seller providing seller paid closing costs. And so how do you capitalize on this market as a home buyer? Well, my suggestion is that we are in a window of opportunity here where buyers haven't quite returned to the market. And the reason for that is because rates are up. They're up significantly over the last year, but they're even up 0.5% over the last month. And so buyers are hesitant to enter into the market. But if all the buyers wait to enter the market until after rates drop, which we expect to do here in the next couple of months due to the fact that rates are closely tied to inflation and inflation is starting to come down, and as it does, we can expect mortgage rates to follow. When that happens and the spring season, summer season heats up, and we start seeing more buyer activity, that means that sellers are going to be less willing to negotiate because there's less homes on the market and more demand, supply and demand, right? So based off of that, there's this window right now where you can take advantage of the market where buyers are not necessarily out looking. And to do that, we offer a certainty guarantee here at Win and Egan team at Neo Home Loans because we want to make sure that we give our buyers every opportunity to get the best possible outcome. So here's how this works. You can buy it now while there's less competition, more willingness on the seller side to negotiate, and then when rates drop, when they drop later on this year, as we expect that they will, then you can refinance for free. No cost refinance to take advantage of the lower rates. Get the best of both worlds. So that's how that certainty guarantee works. If you'd like some more information, please let us know. Now, we do cover quite a few areas of the Southeast Valley. We cover Chandler, Gilbert, Mesa, Tempe, Queen Creek, and each individual zip code. So if you'd like to see the data for where you live, where you're considering selling or buying, please let us know. We're happy to share that information with you. Thanks for watching.